Ball comes across there for Thielander. Pushed back across by Ritchie on the open free ball. Set into the middle. Big swing by Heinz, and that one goes off a tip. And out of bounds. It'll be 12-4 in favor of the Rush City Tigers. Jaguars have that one, sends this one across up by Zeltinger. Set over to the far side for Heinz. Drives that one through, dug out nicely by Blowers, and the return by Ritchie is going to come up a little bit short. Blowers was able to get the dig, but it didn't quite get very far to the net. 13-4 is the lead here in set number 2. Rush City winning set number 1, 25-10. And now leading big time. Leading by 9 here in the second set. Into the game to serve Willow Stream. And with the net serve there, gives another point over to the Jaguars. 13-5 as they send that one across. Up by the Rush City Tigers. Back set for Nielsen on the far side, and a little bit behind her, so she had to reach back over it. Ended up being more of a roll shot than it was really a hard swing. But it finds kind of that little open spot in the middle of the defense. At least in Reckley, we call that a campfire. Everybody kind of circled around it. See that on many different times, all levels. That just there's always an open spot somewhere, and you just got to, good teams are able to find it more often than not, but always a chance to be able to find something there as that one goes into the net on the serve, and it'll be Scott back to serve. Now 14-6 in favor of the Tigers. Set into the middle, big swing, Thielander. That one's going to be in on the back. Another kill for Ellie Thielander. 15-6 as that is her 6th kill of the night. So Ellie and Abigail, both 6 kills on the night. Nielsen with 4 kills on the other side. And when I mean the other side, just she hits more right side, the off hitter. And that one's going to be down the line and wide on that far edge. No, there was a touch on the way through. Rush City didn't think that they got a touch on that one, and so Thielander now is going to ask. Abigail Thielander is going to ask, but Coach Thielander is asking who's seen the touch. Abigail said, I didn't touch it, but okay. So they'll go back a rotation now. 15-7 is their score. And the serve comes across. That one's going to be long. Sending that one across Nindy Jenkins. Just a little bit deep on that one. 16-7. Now one pushed back by the Jaguars again, and one tossed over and a little bit short. It's going to be just in front of Heinz. She tried to dive forward for that one, but just couldn't quite come up with it. Serve comes across from Hinckley. Return blocked at the net. Set over to the near side for Abigail Thielander, looking for her 7th kill, and it was blocked at the net and denied by Fahey. Great coverage there by Rush City as they had almost all the other 5 girls kind of within about 6-7 feet of the net. Very good coverage, but the block came off so hard that it went all the way to the back line. Rush City with the quick tap across by Rude. She was able to sniff that one out. Good setters will do that to you. They take a little bit of a peek over at the defense before the ball gets to them just to kind of get an idea of, like, okay, where are they set up? What are they looking at? And that was one that she just was like, oh, okay, well, if they're going to be set up that way and kind of playing off the ball, well, I'll just go ahead and toss it right into the corner there. And an effective position there and a Another point for Rush City on the misplay after the serve from Rude. Makes it now 18-9. Rude sends this one across, just skims the net, and it may have changed the trajectory just a little bit. Fahey, I think, maybe had a bead on it, but when it skipped off the net, it took a little bit of a left turn on her. Couldn't quite get her hands readjusted. It'll be another ace and a 19-9 lead for the Rush City Tigers. Time out on the court as the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars want to talk about it once again. We'll be back here to Rush City on Q Media Online.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Hones Auto Body and Mora. Want to appreciate their sponsorship as well. Great place to be able to go. Butch and the gang do such a great job, and obviously a little local family-run company. You go in there, whatever, you're going to talk to one of the family members just about every time you go in, and so a great experience for sure. Had an issue with a camper that came up when I was traveling at one point in time. Some minor damage from another driver that kind of got me, and tried to bring it there, and they kind of took a look at it and were able to get me all squared away. As that serve comes across, it's going to be touched on the way through, and just a little bit long, rather. And 19-10 is the lead as the Tigers playing that one. Diving after that one, Rude able to get that one up off the turf. And it's sent across on a little free ball, little roll shot by Thielander. And Ellie Thielander drops that one just in front. You have the outstretched diving hands of Nindy Jenkins. 20-10 the lead as this one comes across. Jenkins and up into the ceiling. And that one, this time it came off of that partition. And I don't know that Ava Blowers, I think she thought it was going to get stuck up in there like the last one. And so it ended up dropping right next to her. It'll be 21-10. Ritchie sets far side, pushed across by Fahey. Rude, back set for Neeson. That one goes off a block, dug out by Harris. Ritchie sets over to the near side, over the top. Such a hard ball to be able to hit there, but effectively hit by Carlson. Sent right back over. Immediately, though, by the Tigers. That one's going to be hit down, and it's going to be coming back for Thielander, who won over. Hammers that one off of Scott's hands, and Scott's was so close it actually hit off of her hands and into the hands of Kendra Harris, and she's kind of shaking her hand a little bit. I think it kind of caught her off guard and hitting her from underneath rather than on top. Scott on the return. Ritchie sends this one across and short. Heinz, Rude, back set for Neeson. Off the block, diving up there by Zeltinger. What a play. And returned by the Tigers. This one's going to be up in the air far side, sent over by the Jaguars. Rude over to the near side now. Thielander at the 10-foot line. And you had both Ellie and Abigail Thielander on the near side approaching at the 10-foot line. One of them is an outside hitter, and one of them is a 10-foot line from the back row. And that one's going to be a kill for Ellie Thielander. And it'll be 23-10. And now into the ball game is going to be Addison Antonsen. And on the touch, it'll be an ace for Abigail Thielander. And it'll put the Tigers on the cusp of a set 2 victory. They won game number 1, 25-10. They lead game number 2, 24-10. Looking to go up 2-0. Thielander with the serve comes across, up by Scott. Ritchie sets far side. Fahey into the block, and it's going to fall on the Hinckley side. 25-10 will be your final score in both of the sets so far tonight. Rush City leads it 2-0. We'll come back and recap set number 1 and get you set for set number 2. We return back here in Rush City on Q Media Online.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine.
Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with Annie Coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go, take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals, Tuesday the 21st in Mora at 11:30 or 6. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today. 320-679-1822.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Another Men's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Men's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
WCMP FM 106.5, Andy Beckstrom on hand back here in Rush City as the Tigers play host to the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars in a Section 7 AA matchup, the 2-7 matchup. The other games going on tonight, Marshall School taking on Mora. That's the other half of this bracket. Mora winning that one 3-0. So the winner of this game will take on Mora on Friday night. The location to be determined. Rush City wins, the game will be here. If Hinckley comes back and wins, then the game will be in Mora. As it stands right now, the Rush City Tigers lead it 2-0 as we are just underway here with set number 3. And the Tigers lead it 3-0 as they get a couple of quick aces right out of the gate here for Natalie Rude. Again, a very young team for this Rush City squad. Not a single senior on their roster and just 3 juniors. And now lobbed in there short by Rude, and she's able to get another ace. Rude with 5 aces to lead everybody. The Thielander girls, Ellie Thielander with 9 kills, Abigail Thielander with 7 kills. That one going to be popped over by Fahey for the Jaguars over to the near side. Thielander with a big swing on that one. That's going to be Abigail. Dug out by the Jaguars. Pushed across by Ritchie. Rude back set over to the far side for Nielsen. Off the block. Just a little bit of a touch there by Blowers. Scott tried to dive forward for that one, and you want to get that touch on it, but it does slow the ball down just a little bit. And whether it was played that way on purpose by Nielsen or not, Nielsen a Very smart player in her own right. Definitely does happen. Smart players that have a lot of experience, they like to play it off the block as much as they can. Jaguars send that one off a block, and the Tigers able to scramble after that one nicely. That one to the back row, and it's just going to catch that back line. And the first point of set number 3 for Hinckley is a kill by Eris Ritchie. 5-1 the lead for the Tigers now defensively. Set over to the near side. Rude to Thielander. That one off a block as well. Scott up with it. Push back into the middle. Ritchie will pop this one back over on a free ball. Zeltinger. Rude. Back set for Thielander. That one goes off a block and dug out by Nielsen. Rude this time will set into the middle. Back set. That one's going to be off the ceiling coming back for it, and that'll be a touch on the partition there in the middle. Another kill will be assessed over to Ellie Thielander. 6-1 the lead here in set number 3. The Tigers have won many games over the last handful of years, 3 games to none. It's so hard to be able to do that because you usually kind of lax up just a little bit after winning the first 2 games, but the Rush City Tigers have had that kind of killer mentality, being able to just get aggressive and be able to get that 3-game victory. And again, this season similar to that, as that one's going to be another kill put in by, no, not a kill. That was a net touch by the Jaguars. This one's going to be an ace as it's misplayed by the Jaguars and comes up into the stands. Timeout now taken by Coach Osmus and the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. We talk about the 3-0 games that the Rush City Tigers play. Pine City and North Branch able to sneak 1 set away from them, as well as Mille Lacs, and those are the only regular season sets that they dropped, other than the 1 regular season game that they lost to Crosby Ironton 3-2. Otherwise, the Crosby Ironton game, the only time that Rush City went to 5 games at all. They went 3 games in losses to Providence Academy, East Grand Forks, and Albany. Those are their 4 losses, but those 3 losses in East Grand Forks, Albany, Providence Academy all came in tournament play. Otherwise, Wadena Deer Creek was the only other tournament loss that they had, tournament game loss. They won the match 2-1. That at the Midwest Volleyball Warehouse Tournament. They also dominated in the Rush City Tournament and the Mora Tournament, going 4-0 in each one of those, en route to a 23-4 record and a 5-1 section record. Crosby Ironton, the 5-set loss, the only section loss that the Tigers had. Looking to potentially avenge that if they were to meet up a little bit later on. That would be in the section championship, as Crosby Ironton, the number 1 seed on the north side of the bracket. And we get a whistle and a touch on the Rush City side, and it's going to be a point for the Jaguars. 8-2 now out of the timeout. Jaguars have been kind of up and down the last handful of years. They kind of had some momentum building a couple of years ago, and then just some numbers changed a little bit, and that happens a lot with the smaller schools, just kind of up and down with numbers and how many people want to play, or even just numbers in the class size tend to change and shuffle just a little bit. And so got up and finished near or above 500 a couple years, but finishing this year at just the 2 wins. That one hits the net and just trickles over, and it'll be an ace for Shania Anderson. Makes it now 10-2 in favor of the Tigers. And that one's going to be another ace. That one is misplayed. Nindy Jenkins tried to be able to just use her hands to be able to push that one across, but she was still backing off a little bit, and it kind of fell more than she anticipated, and it just went straight down. And it works its way as an ace. This one to the back line. Might have been close to being out, but played by Jenkins. Fahey pops that one across, up by Rude. Toss back up close to the net, and a hit across there by Thielander will give her 10th kill. Abigail sent that one up to Ellie Thielander, and she's able to pop that one across. One of the most impressive things about the Rush City Tigers that I really like about them, you see it from a lot of different teams that if they get kind of out of system or a ball that's played kind of incorrectly, that they end up just kind of mishitting the ball or just popping it over on a free ball. You almost never see a free ball from the Rush City Tigers unless it's their last hit. If they mishit the first one, anybody in the court is given authorization, put that one close to the net on one side or the other, and one of the hitters are going to get there. They have so many hitters and so much depth that they're able to get a lot of really good hits from just about anywhere on the court and from just about any angle. That one up high touches the partition, the middle screen, if you will. I don't remember what they call that. It's just kind of the thing that drops from the ceiling and separates the two gyms here. This gym could host a volleyball or basketball going the other direction on both sides. Multi-purpose facility. I've been here for youth tournaments before, and really nice place to be able to do some basketball or some volleyball. I actually did some baseball practice a couple years ago here as well. That one's going to be a hit and another kill rather for the Tigers as it goes off a block, and I think that's Heinz that gets her second kill. She's had a lot of really good hits, but only her second kill on that one. And that one's going to be an ace as Shania Anderson sends that one through, mishit up into the stands. Third ace for her, and a 16-2 lead for the Rush City Tigers. They lead it 2-0, looking to be able to get that 3-game sweep, and that's going to be another ace that slides in just in front of Bella Carlson. She tried to slide in after that one, but couldn't quite get her hands set up underneath it. And Shania Anderson with 4 kills on the night. Again, it's Ellie Thielander leading everybody with 10 kills. Shania Anderson with the 4, now 5 aces. That one I think might have been out of bounds, and going over to the edge, Carlson put her foot right on the line, and the ball hit her foot. And it's now 18-2 with Anderson still serving. This one off the touch of the net. Win the tape, Coach Downey says. Sent across by Blowers. Rude sets over to the near side. Thielander from the 10-foot line. That one's going to be long. Abigail took a swing at it, but just a little bit long on that one. And it's 18-3 in favor of Rush City. Blowers will go back to serve left to right here in the black uniforms, white numerals and red trim. Rude sets near side for the Tigers in their blue uniforms with gold numerals and trim, and that one's going to be another kill for Thielander. She sent that one across, hard to hit, but kind of more falling backwards. Just wanted to get that one in play, but put enough momentum or enough smoke on it that it was a hard one to be able to dig out on the far side, and it works as another kill. This one comes low for Nielsen and skims the tape once again, returned by Ritchie. Rude sets near side. Driving up after that one, Thielander. Returned right back across by Harris. Rude, 10-foot line for the other Thielander. Harris, another dig on the far side. Ritchie sets for Fahey. Big swing off the block. Diving after that one, Nielsen gets that one back. Another quick swing on the overpass. And it's going to be Hinckley with it. Back set over to the near side. Cross-court shot that one time just because of the angle by Carlson. And able to find that far side. She was diving over towards the stands a little bit. Just had to get it inside of the antenna. And able to get just enough angle on that one to have it be in. And it'll be 19-4 in favor of Rush City. But Hinckley with the point and the serve. Fahey to the back line. Up by Thielander. Set into the middle. It's going to be Ellie Thielander. Switches that one across. Quick return that time by Jenkins. But it's dug out by the Tigers. A little standing hit. Smoked across there from a standing platform by Ellie Thielander. And the return on the far side is set for Ritchie. And she hits that one into the net. Hit the tape and came down on her side instead of coming across. 20-4 in favor of the Tigers. They look to get the 3-game sweep here over the top of the Jaguars. Move on to a matchup against the Mora Mustangs on Friday. Rude sets over to the near side now. Big swing and another kill for Thielander. She continues to dominate. This one, Abigail Thielander, 8 kills for her. Ellie Thielander with 11 kills. And makes it 21-4. 6 kills also for Nielsen. 5 aces for both Shania Anderson and Natalie Rude. Allie Thielander with the serve. Fahey back set over to the near side for Carlson. That one goes into the net. 22-4, and we're going to get a timeout for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back here at Rush City for the final points of set number 3 when we return on Q Media Online WCMP.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Rush City. 3 games working right now as Rush City leads in the third set 22-4. They won games 1 and 2, 25-10, 25-10. And looking to be able to get the 3-game sweep and move on to a matchup against Mora on Friday. I'm sure we will have that for you. Likely to be back here in Rush City should they finish off the last 3 points of set number 3 here. As Coach Thielander going to the bench once again. Lola Mold checking into the ball game. Bringing in some of those reserves, get some all-important playing time. A little overpass. Ritchie touches out across, able to just get it off of the hand of Rude, and it'll be a point for the Jaguars. Back to serve. Scott will send it in play now. Left to right. 22-5. Set over to the near side. Thielander swung hard at that one, but it goes into the net. And at 22-6, go ahead and swing at everything. You get a chance to be able to have it near you. Try different angle swings and different platform swings, if you will. And that one misplayed by Mold. It came to the back line. She was kind of spinning a little bit, trying to be able to get that hand raised just a little bit higher, but couldn't quite get it there. And it'll be 22-7. Scott sends it across again. Mold, clean pass this time, into the middle. Big swing on a little snake move there by Kendra Heinz. She worked from the right outside into the middle. Rude had her planned the entire way. A little kind of a quick set, no blocker in front of her, and she absolutely hammers that ball to make it 23-7. She'll drop back now to be able to serve from right to left, leading 23-7. Scott fights that one off. Returned by Fahey. Rude over to the near side now. And down the line it goes for Abigail Thielander. Kill number 9. And kill number 9 puts the Tigers on the brink of a match victory, the first match point of the night. Set 3 point as well. 25-10, 25-10. Serve by Heinz comes across. Up by Blowers. Fahey back sets for Harris. That one hits the antenna. That's going to be out of bounds. And that will be the match. 25-7, your final in set number 3. 3-0 is the match as the Rush City Tigers will advance to the next round of the 7AA playoffs. We'll come back and recap things here on a post game when we return back here to Rush City on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ash Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Embrace Orthodontics, want to appreciate their sponsorship, also sponsoring the scoreboard for all of our games. Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard showing a 25-7 victory in set number 3. Rush City also won sets number 1 and 2, 25-10, 25-10, for a 3-0 victory over the top of the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Rush City Tigers will move on to be able to take on the Mora Mustangs Friday night back here in Rush City to try to advance further in the 7AA playoffs. Taking a look quickly at the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Again, kind of a tough year for them as they just finished with just the 2 victories on the year. Kind of a tough go of things, but trying to be able to build that program as best they can and be able to get things working for Coach Osmus and more. As I mentioned, 2-14 on the year. My browser kind of froze up a little bit on me there, but 2-18, I should say, 2-18. Their 2 wins came in the Mesabi East tournament against North Range and Big Fork. Otherwise, they did not have a regular season victory through the course of the season. And as I mentioned, kind of a tough year and kind of a tough finish, but nonetheless, it was a fight to the end, and they gave it everything they had. Want to give the appreciation out to the girls that stuck it out all the way through the rest of their senior year. Kendra Harris graduating, as well as Neela Fahey and Riley Scott graduating for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. But they do have some promise on the horizon, as Ava Blowers played pretty well as a junior there. Otherwise, pretty much everybody else, Eris Ritchie, a sophomore, Bella Carlson, a lot of playing time as a freshman. And so definitely some promise on the future for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. We talked a little bit about that with the Rush City Tigers earlier as well, how they don't have a single senior on their roster at all. And so they are very young and should continue their winning ways, I'm sure, as the years progress throughout the next handful of years in Coach Eric Thielander's tenure at the helm of the Rush City Tigers volleyball program. Taking a look at some of the other games around our area. North Branch over Hibbing, 3-0. Chisago over Minneapolis Edison, 3-0. And then in the other half of this bracket, Mora over the top of Marshall School, 3-0. And that gives us the matchup on Friday night. Rush City Mora will be back here in Rush City for the next round of Section 7AA. Our next matchup is going to be tomorrow night, playoff volleyball on 106.5 FM and Nice 95.5 as well. Sejong Academy against Bram. That'll be in Bram for that matchup. On Friday night, I would presume that we will have the Mora and Rush City matchup here. And then I know for sure on Saturday, I will be traveling to Elk River to be able to bring you Foley at Spectrum playoff football in that matchup. So we hope you can join us for those matchups. I'm sure we'll have a lot more matchups that'll come out over the next handful of hours as we try to keep you up to date as much as we can. Follow all of our social media feeds. Follow us on X. Follow us on Facebook. Be able to get all that information there. Otherwise, also go to wcmpradio.com/broadcast schedule or kbuk.com/broadcast schedule. That's going to have a list of all the games. It's going to have a list of also all of the stations that we're going to be on, whether it's just audio only or on one of the radio stations. Might just be only a YouTube feed. Again, playoff is audio only, but we still stream the audio via YouTube. And be able to listen in from wherever you might be, anywhere across the world. I guess we could be worldwide through the internet on that standpoint. 5 different options there, so make sure to check out all 5 of those. Otherwise, if you go to the website, as I mentioned, with the broadcast schedule there, each game there listed is a direct link to the respective YouTube feed. So if you find the game you're looking for, just click on that link. It'll bring you right there. Then you can kind of sit in the queue or click right into the game if it's already started to be able to watch more. Next up, as I mentioned, in 7AA for the Rush City Tigers is going to be the Mora Mustangs as the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguar girls now focus their efforts towards winter sports season and whatever they're going to be having going on there. Rush City, as I mentioned, Friday night back here in Rush to take on the Mora Mustangs. Did not get a score update between Moose Lake and Pine City. Still kind of waiting on that one a little bit. The 4-5 matchup, very hotly contested, I'm sure. And then that would take on the Esco Eskimos. That'll be up in Esco. And then that's the kind of the 1 through 4 on the south side. And then it would move up to Hermantown on Tuesday next week. The other side of the bracket, the top seed, is going to be Crosby Ironton, who gave the Rush City Tigers their only regular season loss in a 5-set thriller, 3-2. And I'm sure Rush City Tigers would love to be able to avenge that one. But that would have to be in a championship on the 1st of November. So that would be next Saturday up at Hermantown. So definitely follow along as we work our way through playoff tournament action all the way up and down all of the Q Media streams. Want to thank Ethan for getting me on board and getting me onto WCMP for the radio broadcast after the conclusion of his game. Want to thank all of our sponsors for being a part of this and every game throughout the course of the year. Want to thank you, our loyal listening audience, for sticking with us each and every game you're able to check in on. And, of course, want to thank everybody involved with parents and the teams and everybody out here at the ballpark, wherever we're at. Usually a great opportunity, and of course here in Rush City, working with the athletic director, Mr. Rude, and of course all the staff here at the Rush City facility. Definitely always very helpful. Want to appreciate all of them for everything they do. With the loss to Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars, dropped to 2-19 on the year and are done for their season. And with the victory, the Rush City Tigers again work their way towards a next matchup on Friday against the Mora Mustangs and they improve to 24-4 on their season. My name is Andy Beckstrom for the Q Media Sports Team, and until next time, have a good night and a good week, everybody.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service? A celebration of life in a chapel? Maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Metvin Funeral and Cremation Services has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decision now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Metvin Funeral Home in Mora, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at metvinfuneralhome.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.